Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. So my name is QuinnAD and this is going to be an educational VOD analysis and challenger elo. But more from that, this is probably one of the best carries that I have done in season 10. I did another educational VOD analysis last time. I'll post a link above if you're interested in watching that one. So this is a quick breakdown of the game. So right here I went 25-3. This is a Grandmaster slash Challenger elo game. You can recognize notorious names like Quantum Physics, who's a Challenger player. He went 14-4-6 on Ezreal. Twitch is the only one who was fed on the end, but I was able to get him that lead, so he hard lost bot lane this game, but I used my lead to help get him back in the game, so he was able to help me carry. Right here you can see the damage charts. Despite how fed Ezreal was this game, as you guys can clearly see, I was still able to carry on top of him. So this video is going to show you guys how to carry in the highest elo in the game, and really how to use your lead with Quinn to extend it to other lanes. Okay, and before I begin with this video, I'm going to be making this quick disclaimer. So just to put a little backstory, I founded my channel on doing educational content on YouTube because it's my absolute favorite content to create, because I know it's the most helpful. The reason I don't do it as much, like I said in my last video, because simply put, the community of people on YouTube who like watching educational videos are a niche community, where the large majority of League on YouTube is people wanting to watch like those new builds videos. So the only way I can really do these videos is if that small niche community shows support for the videos. So all I'm asking is for, if you guys like videos like this, shoot this video a thumbs up, comment down below and let me know, and hit that sub button. I never fish for comments, likes, or subs on my YouTube content ever, but on educational videos I'm kind of forced to. I appreciate the feedback from the last video. It was really great, and that's why I'm doing this one again. So if you guys continue showing the love, I will keep doing these videos. So without further ado, this is how you carry in Challenger. Last video, I guess I paused it a little bit too much. I put so much emphasis on explaining my thoughts and pausing a lot, which made the video excessively long, which you guys give great feedback for it, but a few people mentioned that the video could have been cut down a little bit shorter. So this video, I'm going to aim to pause less and make it more of like a one take thing. I'm going to do some pauses here and there probably, but I'm going to make it more of a continuing thing. So just the video is a little bit shorter, so it's easier to watch than like an hour and a half video, which is a little bit too long for a lot of players. So we're gonna try to keep this short. This is already a 34-minute game, so it's long enough already, so I'm not gonna try to make that too much longer. So right here I am starting the game off doing just 5 points. So you guys notice in Challenger elo, like if you watch like high elo streamers from LCS, they do this thing called 5 point, where you're watching all 5 exits. As a top laner, my job is to watch this place right here. So a big mistake that a lot of players make is they just autopilot and just run to lane or whatever, but you should always be 5 pointing if you're not invading. So if your team chooses to invade, that's perfectly fine, but and you follow with them. But if you're not invading, always 5 point. So just watch that bush until about like 115 or whatever, and then go back to lane, just to make sure, because some players like to invade through topside, and just by you standing there could potentially prevent invades, which do happen sometimes, so it's always a good thing to do. So since I didn't do that, I waited in this bush to do my Quinn cheese. I'm gonna wait for Akali to walk up and do my auto E-auto combo. That's what I love to do to start off every game. Right here, auto. I was able to get an extra auto in before doing my E combo. On Quinn, you can always get that cheese off. Basically, any champion, except for a few weird ones like Urgot, who's level 1's pretty strong, and like Darius, who starts potentially E. Those are the only ones you gotta watch out for. But otherwise, I can do that cheese on every matchup and just start my lane off with the win, because why not? If you're playing Quinn, I beat basically everyone level 1, so why not do that cheese? If I wait in that bush, my passive will only mark champions and not minions, so it's the best thing to do right there. That's my favorite way to start off a game. Right here, I went a little bit too ham. I fought deep in the minion wave, which is not good, and she has fleet, so she has a sustained advantage over me. So this, I like VOD analysis because I can point out my mistakes too. I went a little too ham on that trade, to be honest, but it's okay. So right here, I'm scared that I'm gonna get ganked by Shaco, so that's why I crashed that wave. Usually I crash the cannon wave, but my team was pinging, and I was afraid I was gonna get ganked by Shaco. So right here, I'm thinking, I'm gonna get ganked by Shaco, I'm gonna back here. And then I realized, you know what, I'm going to push one more wave. You're not afraid of 1v1 at all as Quinn, but you're always afraid of the camp, which inevitably happens. So my goal here is to reset this wave before Shaco comes. That's what I'm doing. I'm pushing this wave as fast as I can right here because I know Shaco's going to come topside. So I'm trying to just get the minions reset so she can't freeze me. So my team's letting me know Shaco's here, which is fine because Akali's too far. So I was ready for the gank. So he couldn't really get much out of it. I just got to make sure that I fix my wave because if I don't fix my wave here, Shaco's gonna destroy me. So by fixing wave, I mean making sure that Akali can't get a freeze. That's the main goal. So right here, my team's communicating that Tristana is free. She's running. So since I have the wave push, Akali can't rotate. And I just come. Snag a free kill. So right there, getting Prio actually worked out for me. You usually don't get kills like that, but since I had Prio, I was able to rotate effectively. Just make sure that you guys rotate. A lot of players just stay in lane the whole time. Rotation, if you watch like challenger games and stuff, everyone rotates and they focus more on like helping team out as opposed to anything else. So that's what it is. Make sure you can rotate whenever you can. And right here we have 18 CS. I have a CS lead on Akali, which is really good. So I guess my early game wasn't the worst because I was able to get a rotation kill and I'm still up in CS despite that. So Akali back. So right here, I'm just trying to hard push because I want to make sure that the wave can crash so I can back. The downside of Quinn is that our early game wave management or wave control kind of sucks. So I can't really push that much, that fast. So I can't get like a full wave fix, but that's just how it goes. So right here, I can't push that second wave because I'm gonna die if I do that, but I'm unable to do it by myself. So what I did was I communicated to my jungler. Okay, well, a lot of people are pinging this game, sorry about that. So right here, what I did, okay, I'm gonna explain 1 second. I'm gonna wait for the wave to reset when I'm in base talk. So right there, this is so important to do. So you guys have all been in that predicament. Akali backed. I pushed one wave as a cannon wave, and you guys saw the second wave. I couldn't push that by myself because Akali came back to lane. I'm just unable to. So what I did, I spam pinged help from my jungler because he was topside to come help me fix that wave because I can't fix it myself. And by fixing the wave, that's resetting to tower so that Akali can't freeze. Since we reset the tower, the minions, they all hit the tower. The wave's going to push back towards me so Akali can't freeze. So when I get back to lane, the wave's pushing back towards me. Wave management is the most important thing top lane, but just realize in that scenario, you want to break that freeze by making sure all your minions get to the tower so the tower resets the wave. But I can't do it alone, so I had to take that extra step and communicate to my jungler through pings to help me. And sometimes they don't help you, which really sucks, but thankfully he was a nice guy and he did. All he has to do is just come top and help push the wave, and I was able to fix my wave. So Akali's 6 here, and you guys notice how I changed how I play this game. So this lane level 1 early game I'm playing so aggressively. Akali's level 6, so I'm respecting her. Akali's a win con in this matchup, guys, is landing E. So you don't care about her ult. Your E can cancel one of her ult dashes. You don't care about her ult at all. You care about her E. So right here, she ulted once. I canceled her first R. And there you go. Her R is wasted. See? As long as... Okay, I said I don't want to pause much, but I want to go back at this part. So right here, I'm playing aggressively because I know my limits. She ults once. I cancel her first ult. I dodged the E, like I said. As long as you dodge Akali E, she can't kill you. As long as you dodge it. So understand that win con when you're playing against Akali. So a lot of people fear like, oh no, Akali level 6, it's really scary. But I'm telling you guys the win con. If she Rs you, that's okay. For the most part, she can really only kill you if she lands her E ability, which is that shuriken, like the reverse Lee Sin ability. So keep that in mind. When she Rs you and engages, now you have a win con think. Oh, I remember QuinnAD telling me, dodge Akali E, that's the win con. So now you're thinking, okay, Akali ulted once. Instead of me panicking, I'm going to think, well, I'm going to focus my best on how to dodge Akali E. Sidestep it, stand behind a minion, whatever it is. If I dodge the E, Akali likely can't kill me. Sometimes she can, depending on your health, obviously, but I run Nullifying Orb too, which helps her final R, and your E can cancel one R ability. So just understand that, and it makes the Akali matchup so much more bearable. So right here, I'm rotating. We snag up 1 kill. And we snag up 2 kills. So I don't rotate much on Quinn, but when I'm in base and I sense a play happening, that's when I go. So I saw Akali TP mid, and I had my wave reset, so I'm not going to lose any minions. I have 44. So I'm able to just rotate there and go. So a lot of Quinn players just think, oh, I'm going to perma roam because that's how Quinn works. Your level 1 ult is very slow. So make sure that when you're using your ult to roam, do it at the right time. So first, ideally your wave reset, which is what I did. I reset the wave to cannon to tower, so I'm not going to miss minions. Second, I saw Akali TP mid and an opportunity to go mid, so that's why I went. So just knowing when and where. Usually, I don't roam much, but letting you guys know the most ideal time to roam is A, when your waves reset, B, if the enemy is not in lane, and C, if you see an opportunity, like a fight breaking out. Like right there, I can just infer a fight's about to break out by my team's positioning and the enemy team's positioning. And I know I'm strong enough to like have an impact on the fight. Like they're not like overly fed, just Ezreal is, but the other guys are squishy and I can come clean up, which is what I did. So got a pink ward there. Gotta respect Akali level 6. I have no ignite, but I have flash. Akali landed her E. I'm making sure to run away because that's the scary ability. So letting you guys know, this is a Quinn tip. The second I left lane, you guys see? You guys see how fast Akali spammed MIA? So letting you guys know, your enemies are going to spam MIA the second you leave as Quinn. So you can use that as your advantage. I was still able to get that kill on Tristana because my E is broken into Tristana. But just letting you guys know about that. So right here, I'm trying to look for another kill. Karma's level 4. I'm level 7. Really sucks that she flashed that I couldn't get her. But the game's looking pretty good. I'm 4-0 right now. I have the same CS as Akali despite perma roaming, which is really good. Mid game I did 2 roams and I still have the same CS as her because I just had the opportunity to roam. Akali, I don't want to fight her yet in lane because she does have this slight advantage with her ult and I didn't really have items, so I just try to find my way to roam. That pink ward helped me, and even though Akali was pinging MIA, we're still able to catch Tristana, which was really good. So I have about the same CS as her. I'm 4 kills, she has 1. So I'm going full glass cannon crit build. This is what I recommend if you want to carry. So letting you guys know, full crit builds are the best to carry with Quinn. If I go Sanguine Blade this game and my team loses, it's harder to win. Akali use her E to engage, sorry. I gotta break down this fight. And right there is how you counter Akali. Sorry, I was mid-speech. I'm gonna replay that fight. So right here, Akali's realized, like, oh, I'm gonna E in. But she doesn't realize she has no E now, so she can't beat me. Right there, she ults, I E her towards tower and she has to flash. And then I just run her down because I've got tier 2 boots. So that's how you play Akali. You see right there, I spoke that point earlier. If Akali doesn't hit me with her E when she's all-inning me, it's very hard for her to actually kill me. So just keep that in mind, guys. And what I did there under tower, if you vault someone towards tower, that pushes them a little bit towards tower, which means they're going to get that extra tower shot. So when she ulted towards my tower, I vault towards her instantly because that pushes her a little bit closer to tower. She's slowed, and then she had to flash out right there just to not die to tower. And then she had no flash, so I can just run her down. So that's a little fun fact. If they're trying to dive you like that, E-ing them towards tower is the best play if it's 1v1 because, yes, I'm pushing myself away from my tower, but if I'm safe, then I can go for it. So I do another roam, cancel Tristana jump with my E, and go with that. Get another kill. Look at that, guys. 6-0 Quinn right there. I'm just flexing my emotes. Just fun little banter. But yeah, you guys see, like, I'm putting in work. Like, I'm not only solo killing Akali, but I'm using my lead to put work on the map. So I kill Akali and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go kill Tristana again because why not? So mechanically using my E to cancel her W, and since I'm fed and strong, I'm making sure that Tristana doesn't snowball by constantly killing her as well. So right here, I'm just looking to see if they're trying to make a play. I'm just trying to counter them. I'm just shadowing mid in case they make a play so I can be there. Because especially in like higher elos, you want to focus more on team than lane. If you guys are playing in lower elo, you can just focus on lane right here over everything. But since I'm playing in challenger elo, I'm focused more on team than just lane. So just letting you guys know the difference. because playing in different elos require different play styles. So I'm just making that point. You guys notice how much I'm playing for team this game despite how fed I am? It's because I'm playing in challenger elo, but in lower elos, you guys can focus just completely snowballing the Akali. Just keep killing her. Take her out of the game. Fiddlesticks went in a little bit too early here. I couldn't really help him, but we got a Akali ult. It's not bad. We got a Akali ult down and we can get some plates, so that's okay. Just a little bit miscommunication by both of us. I probably could have positioned a little bit better there to give him something to work with, but it's still a win. Akali has no R, and I get some plates, which gives me some gold. And as the carry backbone of the team, which you can see my whole team's behind by KDAs, the more gold to me, the better. He's going for Rift Herald here. I'm just trying to get this tower to 2 plates so we can get Rift top. I'm communicating with Fiddlesticks too. I'm pinging the tower. Just like he probably knows, but it's always nice to communicate with them. This tower is 2 plates, so just a fun fact. If you guys don't know this already, most of you probably do. Rift Herald will kill a tower completely at 2 plates or below. Like it'll one-shot it. So anything more than 2 plates, Rift Herald won't one-shot it with his charge. 2 plates or below it will. So right here, he gets Rift Herald. And tower is exactly under 2 plates, so it's gonna get one-shot by Shelly. So I'm pinging Fiddlesticks on the way, which through my pings is communicating. Just use Shelly right here and we'll get the tower, which we want to break this tower so I can roam more. So I have a CS lead on Akali. I'm 6-0. And Fiddlesticks knows the play right there. Drop the Shelly and run. Awesome for me. So I'm just respecting me getting ganked. I'm not scared of Akali at all, but I'm just respecting, like, I don't know where Ezreal and Karma were at the time. And they're fed. I don't want to throw. I am worth bounty. So when you're worth bounty, guys, you have to be super careful how you play, because if I'm worth 750 gold and I die and give that shutdown to Ezreal or Tristana or Akali, honestly anyone like that, the game's basically over. So, like, I want to be careful. Ezreal's the worst person to get that shutdown. So right there, I get a free kill on Akali. I use my flash on her. In hindsight, maybe it's not the best. Like, I use my flash for 1 kill. She's not really the win con. And in a game like this, your flash is everything, because now I'm worth 1,000 gold. So I don't think that was the proper play. I got the kill on Akali, yes. But I had to use my flash to do it. So now my bounty went up, and I have no flash, so it makes me easier to die. So I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the best play. Yes is getting a kill, which is always nice, but now it's just really scary. At this point, guys, you have to play like Faker. You have to. Your whole team's behind. I'm 7-0. I'm worth 1k. If I die to Twitch, or basically, like Twitch is, or sorry, not Twitch, Ezreal. If he gets my shutdown, the game's over. So if I die, whatever reason, however I die, I have to make sure that Ezreal doesn't get it. As long as he doesn't get my shutdown, will be okay, but it still sucks for me to ever die this game. So it's a really big predicament to be in. See, look, my whole team's behind. I'm popping off, but like, since I'm popping off, like, you're not really rewarded for it, because now I have to position really well, because if I ever die, just throw the game single-handedly, which, little foreshadowing, you're gonna see a death coming up. So right here, I'm just trying to ping to Fiddlesticks. Let's get bot tower, because we want to... The only way you really carry these games is through picks and getting objectives. So I can't do it alone. I'm telling Fiddlesticks to wait in this bush, because they're obviously going to come at me anytime I'm alone. So I'm telling him to wait in the bush, so when they come and gangbang me, we'll turn on it. That's what I'm trying... That's what I told him in chat. But he knows the play, so he's just going to wait for the team to come. I'm basically serving as, like, human bait. And Fiddlesticks comes in. Alright, and it didn't really work out too well because their team came first. Let's see who gets my shutdown. Akali got it. You know what? That's not that bad. It still sucks Akali got my shutdown, but it's way better than Ezreal. So, the better way that play works is if we're able to communicate to our whole team to come bot there. But we didn't have that communication, so Fiddlesticks waiting in there is not good enough. We need Fiddlesticks and Rakan to wait there for that to be the proper play. But, you know, it's not the worst. At least Akali got it. Ezreal getting that kill, the game's over. So... At least now, without bounty on my shoulders, I can actually play the game. So that's what I kind of like about the bounty system. Yes, it sucks I died there and gave 800 gold to Akali, but now I can play the game, because the win con, the real like game breaker, like I keep saying this game, I'm being repetitive on purpose, is Ezreal getting the shutdown. So he can't get it now. So now I can just play the game as aggressively as I want to actually carry the game. Because a game like this, when I'm the whole backbone of the team, I have to be putting DPS out in fights. But I couldn't do that with bounty on my shoulders with the fear of Ezreal getting it. So now I have no bounty, so I can just walk up aggressively. Tristana jumps on me. Do the QE clapback fade away. Love doing that. Little combo tip. If someone jumps on you like that, press Q and E at the same time. And since they're blinded and you're pushed out of near sight vision, those abilities work really well together for those assassination picks, because not only do I blind him where he can't auto attack me, I push myself right out of near sight range and I can just auto him right after because I have 1.75 seconds to do it. So that's a fun fact that a lot of Quinn players don't know. Your Q and E synergize so well together for that. So just QE right away, you're pushed out of near sight range and then auto attack him to death, which is what I did. That's how I killed Tristana. He can't ult me, he can't auto attack me, he can't press E on me, nothing, he's just dead. It's a nice like counter to engages, the QE combo. I explained that in my guide too, my ultimate Quinn guide, that mechanic. Oh, so I'm gonna review that part. So right here, fun fact about Shaco, you know the real Shaco by your Harrier proc. So if Shaco ults, but I use an ability on him, I know the real one. So right here, oh, actually, you know what? Hold up, I gotta redo this. Let's see how I knew this was the real Shaco. One sec, sorry guys, I don't want to pause too much, but I'm genuinely curious about this Shaco. Let's see this. So right here, my ult hit him. Oh, that's why. Wait. Oh, never mind. No, it's a predict. Okay, that's a predict. So, sorry, what I was trying to get off with there is, fun fact about Shaco, if any passive marks Shaco, so my passive, my Q or E hits Shaco, or my ult hits him, anytime he has a Harrier mark on his actual body, and then he ults right after, you know the real Shaco from the clone, because the real Shaco will have the Harrier mark on him. In that case, no Harrier mark was applied to him. It was my passive thereafter, so I completely guessed on the real Shaco, and I won the 50-50. But I'm just letting you guys know about that interaction. I was hoping to show you guys there, but I guess like it was just luck that I got the real one. But this is just a fun fact. If Shaco ults, but any clone too, like LeBlanc too, if my Harrier procs on them before they clone, you know the real one from the fake. Same with Wukong as well. You'll know if he clones or not if the Harrier mark goes away, but that's for another day. So right here, I'm just basically one-shotting Tristan. I'm looking at him. So now it's a 5v4. I'm staying in the pink ward to see if we can have any picks. Get the Shelly. Akali jumps in. And I just pop Akali. Shut down to the Quinn. Let's go, baby. 11-2. Look at the team. Everyone's behind as hell. I'm the whole backbone of the team. There's no way I can really outplay Ezreal there. It's really hard. But LeBlanc got the shutdown and cleaned up. That's really good. 1k to LeBlanc. That's her first kill. So that's good. Not the worst. Ezreal got a little bit of a shutdown from me, which sucks, but at least LeBlanc should theoretically on paper be back in the game because she was 0-2. Now she got 1,000 gold right in the bank, so I'm gonna classify that as a win for us simply because of the bounties. So right there they have 2 dragons, we have 1. I'm gonna pull the score out one more time. So I'm 11-3-1 and my whole team is behind. This game's looking doomed on paper, but since I'm going a full crit Quinn build, the game's carryable. So like I said, Sanguine Blade, the downside of it, you can't carry games like this with Sanguine Blade, but with full crit, you have the best chance of carrying. So if you guys can't carry Quinn games, full crit is the way to go. I canceled Tristana jump once again. I got pretty good at that mechanic this game. I was able to cancel basically every Tristana jump this game. Got double kill right there, and we're slowly coming back in the game as a team. That's just like something with Tristana, so if you see Tristana ever in your games, just know your E can cancel her W, but it's very hard to do because her W is very fast. So if you're ever trying to engage on a Tristana, always think, well, my brain is going to focus on Tristana's body. The second I see Tristana use that W animation, I'm going to press my E. So you're tunnel vision focused on it, expecting it. That's how you really get it. Because otherwise, like your brain, no matter how good of a League player you are, it's very hard to like react to it because of how fast it happens. You have to sort of predict and react at the same time. But what that means is you go in with the expectation that he's going to use it. Your tunnel vision focused on it. The second you see it, you go in. That's how you cancel like quick abilities like Tristana jump. and like, you know, other ones like Orn Dash and all that. But you gotta know the interaction that you're looking out for, and then being ready for it, and then executing when it happens. So I got a lot of Tristana jump cancels this game, but that's wise because over time playing Quinn, I kind of mastered that mechanic. But it's really helpful, those ones, because it does help you. If you get that, you can kill Tristana, which I was able to kill her a lot with that. So right here, I'm playing backline with Twitch. Killed Akali. So we got 2 kills for 1, 2 kills for 2, so not bad. I'm 14, 3, and 2. I'm very strong, going full crit build, like I said. My whole team's still behind, and quantum physics is killing it on Ezreal. So it's very tough. Ezreal's really broken right now, and a fed Ezreal like that with Death Dance and Iceborne Gauntlet makes him almost unkillable. Right here, I'm see Tristana overextend. He was able to get his ult off first. So right there, I had to predict R because Tristana, what they do is they like to ult you right away when you get in range, so you can't E him. So at that point, I have to Q him first, because if I blind him, he can't ult me. But I missed my blind, as per usual, QuinnAD meme, haha, QuinnAD and missing Q. Name a more iconic duo, but we're still able to kill him. Looking for picks, but you guys see, I got 17 of my team's 21 kills. So do the math on that KP. 17 divided by 21. That's how much kill participation I have. So we're confidently having a really, really good game. My team, 5 KP, 6, 9, 11, and I have 17. And I have the least deaths on the team. I'm trying my best to use my lead and just really just play Quinn as she should be played. I argue the best way to play her is full crit, because games like these are literally only winnable when you're playing as an AD carry. Because now I'm just a fed, over-leveled AD carry. The plus side of playing solo lane Quinn is that if you pop off when you're going full crit, I am a fed AD carry that's over-leveled. So Quantum Physics is having a monstrous game. He's really strong, arguably stronger than me because he has some shutdowns under his belt. But the thing is that he I'm a solo lane carry, so I'm level 14, he was level 13 when I was talking about that. So despite how strong he is, I'm going to be higher level than him basically because of being a solo lane carry. I don't have to share CS. So right there, we got Shaco, but Tristana cleaned me up. I'm not too mad about that though, because like I said, I'm worth bounty again. Ezreal didn't get it, Tristana did. So Tristana's not really having a hot game. I prefer Tristana getting it over Ezreal every time. So again, it was a little greedy by me to go that deep when their whole team's MIA, but it's not the worst of the case. So we were able to kill Ezreal there. Oh, that's really good. I'm gonna speed up the game, sorry guys. How do I check gold? So right here, I am trying to clear the pink ward. I still don't have anyone that's really strong to help me, so I'm still the majority damage on the team at the moment, so I still have to position... I'm playing backline, so if you're wondering how I position these fights, a lot of people ask how you play Quinn in team fights. I always say it's situational. So this particular game, my goal is to play backline. I'm gonna DPS with Twitch, because my goal is to stay alive in fights. Ezreal's strong, yes. If I can go 1-for-1 with him, that's not bad. But at the end of the day, I'm the fed carry, and the role of an AD carry is to live. So that's how I'm gonna play this game. I'm building her like an AD carry, and since my team's behind and I'm really the only damage on the team at the moment, until Twitch comes online, but at the moment I am, my goal is to play backline. So I play back, and I just kill the carries. So if Akali tries to assassinate backline, which is what she was doing this game, I'm just gonna try to kill her with my team, and they're gonna try to peel me, which they've been doing a great job of. So I'm going Essence for this game. Right here, I got 100 crit. This is one of my favorite Quinn builds. Just full glass cannon, 100 crit build. You got so much AD, Storm Razor slow, 20 CDR, and the static shiv wave clear with Storm Razor slow applying on everything. So this is one of my favorite Quinn builds because of how much damage it actually does. And you guys are gonna see that this build helps me carry this game. So right here we see Shaco. I'm not going to go all the way on them because Tristana's near, but I still want to look for a pick here. I'm jungle tracking Tristana or just tracking him. Hit him with the clapback fade away. Tristana dies to ignite. And I died to Shaco. I hit the wrong one. Kind of sucks, but we're able to get Tristana at least. And I will speed up the game. So you guys see, like, I'm always looking for picks. I have a sweeper. I'm playing Semi as an assassin to extend my lead by going for picks. And just getting as much gold as I can to myself. So that 1-for-1 does suck, but being optimistic, I got my Grieve Wounds off that, which helps because Ezreal's got his Death Dance. So now I have an answer to Ezreal's Death Dance and further Vamp Scepter. So he's got a lot of healing, so the Grieve Wounds is going to help me a lot with that. Again, full Glass Cannon build, but I'm playing as an AD carry. I don't really care about defense right now. I'm just going to try to position well in fights. I got 50 CS on Akali. I'm level 16. Ezreal's level 15, like I talked about the solo lane AD carry. The benefit of playing Quinn top and an AD carry top is that if you're having a good game, you're just an over-leveled AD carry, which is a really big asset. Because if you're popping off AD carry, you can only get fed on gold. You can't really get fed on XP. But look, I'm level 16 in this game, which is huge. Level 16, like, that's incredible. So now when we see quantum physics, I go ham on him. And he's so fed that he's able to one-shot Rakan like that. I can't follow up. It really sucks. I use my flash on him, but the win con is taking him out of fights. That Ezreal builds so hard to kill, so I can't really go too ham. Like I said, I can't go 1-for-1s with him. It's really risky. So I'm positioning as well as I could. Very good Karma W. And we're able to get a pick on him. I'm waiting for... Or not Karma W, that's enemy Karma, but we got a nice engage on Ezreal, and then I went to clean up. So right now we're pushing for our towers, and we're going to try to extend our lead. So Twitch is coming back in the game, which is nice. And I'm popping off still. And we're getting objectives. So not only do we just get kills, now we're trying to pressure the map while Ezreal's dead right here. We're trying to clear vision. I'm using my sweeper while I'm flying around. Juke the Akali E. And we're just trying to prep for that dragon that's coming up because they have soul coming up. There's 2 fire drakes and they have an ocean. If we give soul, it really sucks, guys. Really sucks. Fire soul to that Ezreal will make the game very hard. So our goal is to prep for it. So this is a important thing, especially tailored to Quinn. You always want to make sure that before a big dragon fight spawns, that you prepare for it, okay? So right here, we see 47 seconds to dragon. So I'm making sure that I buy my item before it comes. So right here, I made sure to push the waves, because right there, this context, I had like 1700 gold when I went top. So I'm just hard farming top and pushing as many waves as I can till I can buy my Mortal Reminder. So when I go to this dragon fight, I have my full build. So fun fact for dragons, I don't know why I keep saying fun fact, but important fact, because this is League in a nutshell. Ideal world, before every dragon fight, because you have to group for dragons, especially soul, you want to make sure that you come to that dragon fight as equipped as possible. So that means if you're close to leveling up, you're going to try your best to level up before the dragon fight, because leveling up stats does help you perform in that fight. If not, you want to make sure that if you're close to an item spike or a big item, that you do whatever you can to get that gold in, again, a ideal world before the dragon fight. So right there, I had about 300 gold to Mortal Reminder. So I'm going to spam farm top, which is what I did. Get that Mortal Reminder. And now I'm fully prepared for the dragon fight. I got my Mortal Reminder for it. So that's a lot of people don't do that, but it's so important. Like, you should always look at dragon timer, what item you need or how far you are from leveling up, and think, can I achieve that level up or that get the gold necessary for that item before the dragon fight? If the answer is potentially yes, go ham for it, because it's super important. Tarzan talks about all the time. So just make note of that. You're gonna group a fight's 100% gonna break out at dragon. 100%. Everybody knows that. So now we want to win that fight. It's like the game-changing fight. So I'm gonna make sure that I have everything in my toolkit ready for the fight. So right here, Rakan died, which sucks. We try to pick Shaco right before the big dragon fight, so that really sucks. We got Karma though. It's not that bad actually. So it's 1-for-1. Both supports dead. Their support's worth more than ours though. Actually, no. Rakan's been popping off too. Well, it's not that bad. It's 1-for-1. They're both doing well. Rakan engaged is a little bit more valuable than Karma though. But the fact that Karma's dead means that Ezreal's a little bit easier to kill since he has no peel. So it's not the worst. So right here, we're trying to get this dragon to deny from them. They're not really in position to steal it. So right there, we're able to just rush it because they have all squishy team. They have no way to get to us. And I'm pretty strong, so they're pretty scared of me. So we were able to get that dragon, which is really big. So that pick was good because we had good positioning for it. So that works out. So right here, as long as they don't get Dragon Soul, that's a big win for us. And we're trying to prevent Baron. So that's what the thought process is here. Make sure we have vision on Baron. Make sure they don't get it. We see them going on Baron right here, so we're trying our best to contest it. We have Fiddlesticks ult up, so it's big. We don't have Twitch R, but as long as we have Fiddlesticks ult, that's pretty good. LeBlanc's not top though, near Dragons, so since LeBlanc's bot, we don't want to fight. So we're just trying to push the waves. Use Quinn ult to just fly around the map and create pressure by pushing waves. I noticed that red buff's up, which is really nice. So I'm able to deny that from Ezreal and take it for myself. Notice, guys, I'm level 17. So look at my team. 13, 15, 15, 14. Look at the enemies. 15, 15, 15, 15, 12. So Ezreal again popping off, but I'm a solo lane AD carry. So the asset of playing Quinn, again, I guess it's like a selling video. Why should you play Quinn? Look at that. Not only am I a fed AD carry, but I'm an over-leveled fed AD carry. So it gives you such a big benefit if you're going on crit build. You're playing, you have the damage, but now you got the levels too. So that's why, like, if you're having a good game on crit Quinn, like, those are the most carryable games, really, because I'm an over-leveled AD carry. Again, sounding like a broken record, but I'm just trying to sell you guys on Quinn and crit Quinn. Look how much damage my autos do. So it's 820 each auto. Harrier autos 1200. So every Harrier auto I do 1200 damage, and every other auto, since I have 100% crit, does 820 damage. Isn't that crazy? So I can literally one-shot just as fast as if I'm running a lethality build with full crit. It's right here. Get the Tristana, good pick. And now our whole team spam pings Baron because we want to make sure we secure that. So before, like, Barons, your team is looking for a pick. And when you get a pick, you just rush the Baron. A lot of teams, especially in lower elo, don't do that. You get a big pick like that 32 minutes in the game. Even though they're really strong, we know it's a 5v4, so they can't fight us. So taking the game to the next level is just making those calls. Well, we just got a pick, so let's all spam ping Baron and let's take it. You know, like, why would we just end it off at a pick? Let's get a pick and Baron. Like, why not both? So it's just like, always try to be proactive with that, with macro. If you have a chance, don't be so afraid to take objectives like that. So when I play, like, in lower elos, I notice a lot of teammates make that mistake. You get picks, but then they don't capitalize on it. Okay, we have a pick. Let's go Baron now, because we can win a 5v4 easily. They can't contest. So there you go, just making your picks worth something. A pick doesn't mean anything late game unless if you make use of it. So yes, we got that pick, that's nice, but now that's what we can do about it. So Akali's trying to one-shot me, but she can't really do anything because of how I play against her. Triss just wiped out the backline, and we killed the rest, but Ezreal's still alive, so he's scary. So even though we got everyone, Ezreal can literally 1v9 here, so we gotta make sure we can kill him. LeBlanc goes in, chains him, he flashes away, and absolutely one-shots us. I blind him, go all the way in, and guys, right there. That is how you pop off. So again, Twitch popped off at the end, but you guys saw, as I was showing the KDA throughout the game, he was behind, he hard lost lane. But since I was able to constantly kill Tristana this game, I was constantly able to take Akali to the game, set up that shutdown to LeBlanc, which, even though she got the 1k shutdown, she didn't really do much with it, but that's okay. I was able to make sure that I can actually use my lead to carry harder than Ezreal, because though he's popping off, since I'm a top lane champ, I am level 18 here. So not only am I a full crit build, full AD carry, 100% crit, Mortal Reminder, one of the best, highest damage builds you can have, but now I'm level 18. So even though he's popping off, he's not the same level as me. He's level 16. So it's like, that's the asset of the champion. So guys, that is how you carry in Challenger. I want to keep this video a little bit short. I didn't really break down as much, but just to keep the video a little bit shorter. Again, if you guys like it, shoot it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching.
From the start, we were so damn good. I can see you and me like a